مطلوب للعدالة يا تارك القمامة، مطلوب للعدالة الأرض علينا أمانة. Climate change, climate change, let's together heal the weather. Climate change, climate change, Earth is calling now or never. Climate change, climate change, let's together heal the weather. Climate change, climate change, Earth is calling now or never. Small one.
And that is Fahad
Hey.
Al-Abri. He is obviously popularly known as Caveman Gram from his Instagram handle.
Yep.
He's an environmentalist, a climate change advocate, and clearly also a musician.
Yes.
That's a lot of things. All right, Fahad, tell me, let's start with what you're most popular for. Of course, everyone also knows you for all the activities and initiatives that you've taken, but let's talk about handstands first. Right?
Yeah.
What age were you when you first did your handstand?
Everyone will think I started from a very young age, but
I
actually,
think so.
Yeah, everyone will think. But I started it from my mid-20s.
No.
Yeah, mid-20s.
How did it feel when you got that right the first time? Because it takes a lot of effort.
Yes, it takes so much effort, energy, understanding, and mainly body awareness. Body awareness, because most of the time when people do the handstands, they don't know where their legs are. I have to say that, yeah. And this is also becomes based off my experience when I teach people how to do the handstands. They end up not knowing how to land, they don't know where they are, and balance becomes very tricky. But it's all about improving the body awareness to understand that sense of feeling of balance and knowing where are we standing on the handstands. Right. Yeah.
So you're also the founder of Handstand Every City, amongst other things.
Yes.
So when you started this, what was on your mind and where are we with that vision right now?
Okay, so I didn't expect I would grow it this much. I was so passionate about the handstands, and I loved them because they were a great challenge since I'm a very passionate about body weight training. And the moment I start to do the handstands and I find out that it's one of the biggest challenges I couldn't do, it's under the name of calisthenics,
right,
practices. Yes. And I was surprised. I was like, okay, I'm fit, strong and everything, but why I can't do the handstands? Yeah. So I took the challenge. And it took me many falls on my back, on my head, on my hands, until I get that perfect handstand. So I would say it took me almost from zero to where I am at the moment, to that level of performance. I would say a solid 1.5 years.
Ooh.
Yeah, because after all, you realize a handstand, many of us will see it as a strength move, but it's more than that. It's about body connectivity. It's about a group of muscles, how they can work together. And I think our approach of strength in society will always link it to how much weight you carry, but it's not. I think strength is about how muscles, the quality of the muscle connections, how they can work together. Yeah.
Wow, so it took you 1.5 years.
2 years, because first I need to get used to the movement. 2, I need to understand it. I believe if I get a professional guidance from the beginning, would have been less.
Quicker.
Yeah, quicker, much quicker, I would say. Maybe 6 months, 4 months. But it was self-taught. I had to see many videos on YouTube and social media, and none of them was really into the point.
Right. And why handstand particularly? I know you said for you it was more like, why can't I do this? But what was the message that you were trying to communicate to everybody?
Right. So I realized after being obsessed about the handstands at some point, the handstand becomes a mechanism of expression. I loved always traveling. I loved always seeing the different perspective, but I noticed that if you want to see something from a different perspective, you need lots of inner strength. And many people will relate their strength to their core strength. And there will be a point you will not know how to activate your core strength. You'll be like, what am I doing? My abs are not working. My stomach is not working. But no, what I come to understand really, core strength is a mindset.
Right.
it's not really about how much you tight your core or not. It's a mindset, and once you get to that mindset, it's all in that, in the mind. Once you get that, you will understand. Doing a handstand, it was more of an expression of a movement that expresses strength, that expresses perspective, that expresses, to me, the connection with using the hands with the ground. Of course, now humanity expressing civilization by being all the time above everything else. But there's a part of us which is a bit of a survival side of us, that a farmer or a fisherman, or we will have a better ground connection, and we forgot how to use our hands.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think it's like you stay grounded, like quite literally.
Yeah, and to explore a potential of you could move better with other ways, and using the hands is something not familiar. So the first thing to me, because the handstand, I had to improve how to use my hands on the ground. Starting from push-ups to normal, to progressions, to handstands, to
Long way.
Yes.
Svad, you've also started Move Green Oman. It's a group of young, passionate environmentalists. So tell me about that.
So the Move Green started by the ukulele jingle. We had a famous song called
The one that you just played.
Yes, the one that we just played it earlier. So I had honestly no intention to start a group because it's a responsibility.
It is.
And I just run away from groups, and it happened to be one day friends of mine called me and they're like, Fahad, we like the song, everyone was singing it and tagging me in the ukulele and Instagram stories and other instruments, other way of singing it. And then it became more of a movement. People are singing it at the time, cleaning up. And then a couple of people were starting to call me, let's go and have a cleanup. To be honest, in the beginning, I even kind of lazed down and dished because I felt like, who would wake up for a call at 4 a.m. and will tell you, let's go and clean up? But the second time, I just felt bad about it. And I was like, if there's truly people who cares about this, to clean the environment and the beach, I should go there and see this. And I was surprised among the people and how many people were there and how did everything happen. And then suddenly we signed Matlub al-Adala after we did all the cleanups and everything else.
And it felt good.
And it felt so good. And then it happened. I saw myself being created in a group, and they put me as an admin, and I am in the middle of it. This is literally how it started.
But quick question there.
Sure.
Would you describe yourself as an extrovert or an introvert?
I don't know. I don't know. I would say maybe there's a huge part of me that's also as an introvert. But I would say maybe I'm an extrovert depending on some situations, or maybe I'm an introvert as who managed to understand how to communicate his external world more. I think it goes through phases, because in school I don't remember myself to be that much loud, and it took me so much work on the inside, I believe. Yeah.
Right. And about this community, how many people are there now? And can anyone join?
Of course, it's for everyone. People from different nationalities we have in our group. About the numbers, I don't know. I really lost count. But I remember the last time, even during COVID, we were something around 120, 130. And it keeps growing. I mean, every time you're going to organize something, people will come and go. But everyone is welcomed. Nationality doesn't matter to us. What matters to us is the environment. It's the most important thing, of course, the cause. And I think that's what connects people, is a message that, I believe nothing really is more noble than the message about the environment.
Right. And what do you think connects, or is there a connection between your handstands, that initiative, and the Move Green initiative?
No, I would say there is a connection. So I'm a personal trainer by profession. As a personal trainer by profession, I always encouraged my clients to train outdoors because I love the nature, I love the fresh air, I love the mountains, so I believe always connecting our fitness to our nature. And to me, personally, I think about fitness as something survival. And that's always my approach to fitness. Some people will look at fitness as a beauty aspect, some people will look at fitness as a sport, which is also fair enough. We love sports. But to me, fitness, it should be survival. It should take you from A to B. You should be able to hike, you need to be a proper fit. If you need to climb a wall, you need to be proper fit. So there are many times where I take my clients outside and the place is just not prepared enough in sense of seeing rubbish on the ground, and I'll have to be taking care of health and safety in that sense. And sometimes it's becoming so annoying to see the rubbish on the ground while you're doing a sport. You're trying to enjoy the place. You're trying to connect in the place, and the rubbish becomes.
Those are hurdles. Those are obstacles.
They become like a noise.
Right.
They become like a bad noise. You're trying to communicate something. You're trying to connect with something, but that noise is still there. And I believe that's where my connection with the environment is. That noise, something had to be done about it.
So that's the connection.
And that's the connection, yeah.
Right. So we have a lot more questions coming up for Fahad, but we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the 8 p.m. show. We've got with us Fahad, who's going to be telling us a lot more about himself now, right? Okay. So, Fahad, before we begin, come in!
That's what I was like.
Just
I'll barge in. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Sorry, one more. Go ahead. Yeah.
Welcome back to the 8 p.m. show. We're here with Fahad and we've got a lot more.
Hello!
And look who's here. You made it in early,
Yes,
Flora.
I did. Hi, Fahad. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Anta?
I am great. You have a plant.
Yes, I do. Usually we give flowers to our guests, but I thought, why not a plant? Because I know you support nature and you're pro nature and environment. So
yeah, I love nature. Thank you so much.
This is for you.
Great corner of my place.
You can name it whatever you want.
Okay, so you guys do name plants. That's
correct. It's your baby now.
I'll call it growth.
Oh, how
Like
nice.
one,
Interesting name. Yes. Fahad, actually, I have been following you from a really long time, and I've been seeing a lot of initiatives also that you've been bringing across in Oman. And I have seen recently that you've been pro beach cleanups, right?
Yep.
So could you tell me more? Do you have any beach cleanup coming up anytime soon?
Well, yes, we will have, I think, on Saturday, a nice beach camp. You guys are more than welcome to join.
Yay! Perfect.
Yeah.
Good for us.
And we're keeping it fun. We're trying to keep it more entertaining. We sing our jingles.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep it as much as we can fun and productive.
Great,
Yeah.
that's nice. Well, actually, I am also interested in, holding a beach cleanup.
Okay.
I have a group of friends who are also interested in doing something like this.
Nice.
Would you be...
I know nothing about it, by the way. So clearly I am not one of those friends. So good to know. I'm learning.
No. I wanted to keep it as a secret. So
Thanks.
that's why. So now you anyways know the secret. It's
Share the
revealed.
love, share the love.
It's revealed. All
Share the
right.
love to us.
So I actually wanted to know from you, is there any kind of a way that I should go about in order to go for a beach cleanup? Are there some tips and tricks that, we should look into?
Well, to be honest, every time we organize a beach cleanup, health and safety is the most important part of it.
Yes.
Because people end up picking some things that might be risky.
Correct.
Or do some overaction about something to pick up something heavy, something that's very far away. So you want to look at health and safety in the first place. 2, of course, gloves, proper bags. So I think this is going to be the first thing to take about. Collection. In collection, I would say plastic is priority.
Yes.
Some people collect in wood. You don't want to look at wood all the time because wood can be always, unless if it's dangerous, you kind of pick it up for people's safety. But priority is always plastic because plastic is not biodegradable.
Right.
Correct.
And just try there and try to enjoy the moment.
Great.
I would say rather than just making it more, hey, pick this, pick that, and start to scream and shout. No. Try to keep it fun, try to enjoy the process, observe, reflect.
Yeah.
What we could do better.
Correct.
I think great ideas that will start from.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Could you suggest me some beaches that I could go for, this weekend? Like, since it's the weekend, I am planning to head down to certain beaches and do my part for the environment. Could you suggest somewhere where I could go?
Yeah, Hobart Beach.
That's good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hobart
great.
Beach would be a good place to follow. It's close by. Many people go to, but I think everyone needs a little attention.
Okay.
You'll be looking at Uzaiba, but most likely Sea Beach, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, perfect. So I have my plan sorted. I have it. Yes, I could either go to perfect. I could either go to the Gobra beach or I could go to the Sea Beach or right, and I could start my work from there.
So you're going to plan with your friends now, which clearly does not include me right here.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think
he's caught in the middle. He's getting awkward right now.
You'll get the last call, surely.
You can always tag us or connect us through Move Green.
Yes.
Perfect. We will
be sharing all the content as much as possible on our pages also. So you'll definitely see us a part of the movement.
Yeah.
And I actually need to go and make some calls, catch up with my friends and plan the whole thing as you have told me, the tips and tricks. So I will see you guys later.
Yeah.
I will see you for the beach cleanup.
I'm just waiting for her to see if she actually gets back to me.
I will see you guys later.
All right, Flora.
See you. Bye.
Okay, bye Flora. I know she's not going to call me. But moving on. So Fahad is a very positive person and you preach that. But every journey has its hurdles. What were yours?
Well, I would say, I don't know. I think to me it was this is a very difficult and deep one.
It is. I should have warned you. I should have warned him a little bit.
I would say there was a point that I really wanted to complete my education, and then I realized that maybe education is not everything. And to catch up with the level of society and what people think about you and what certain levels you have to be. But actually, you don't need that. What really matters is a message and a cause for what you really believe in. And you will learn, if you really truly want to do some difference in this world, what you should do and what's the true value. Yeah, what's your calling as well. It's a good way to put it down, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do something right now. I've got 5 questions that I want you to answer like that, yes? Are you ready for this? Since we're getting into deeper conversations.
SOS.
There's no way out. Okay, let's start easy, yeah?
Okay.
Fahad, what do you like? Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
That was easy. Okay, what do you think is your biggest asset?
Character.
Interesting. What's your favorite musical instrument?
Ukulele.
Okay, now, since you are an environmentalist, on the same lines, if there is one habit about a person that can really trigger you, what is it? Do not do that.
Trash.
There you go. One thing about a person that will instantly get you to like them.
Doing what they truly want to do. So basically, and this is a very tricky one, but I would love to say picking environment, being careful about the environment, picking a trash. I like that. But what really always inspires me about people is really believing in what they're doing, no matter what. They don't care about what others care about.
They do what they think is right.
Yes.
Golden words. Right, final thing, Fahad. Could you do a handstand for us before we go?
Okay.
The audience.
Here we are to the handstands. Right, just before I go to my handstand, this cloth is also sustainable cloth.
I see you've got your logo right there.
Yes. So I designed this, and the whole idea is having freedom of movement.
Which you're going to demonstrate now.
Yes.
I am never going to attempt that.
I'm going to tack this.
Yes, totally.
Just in case.
Give him some time.
Health and safety. Okay.
Disclaimer, guys, if you don't know how to do this, don't attempt it at home.
Yeah. 18 and above. And here we are.
So smooth.
Up. Yeah.
So smooth.
Here we are. I reckon.
That is Fahad, caveman gram.
Up. For the love of the handstands.
So much, Fahad. It was so much fun having you.
You're
and
welcome.
You can go back home with this guy or girl. Plant. Done, Fahad. All the very best, and we'll definitely see you in one of those beach cleanups.
Yep.
For more updates, stay tuned to TTV.